Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Martin and today I want to show you how to wire up a ESO radio wire harness to a mid-2000s cycle Ford radio wire harness. In this case it's in a 2007 Police Interceptor P71, which comes with this very nifty head unit that really does not do very much more than just 6 FM stations and 6 AM stations, plus here in Europe, I'm in Germany, it only tunes to the odd stations, so you're always missing half of the radio stations. So that's crap that has to go. I've already pulled the head unit. It's sitting on the dashboard and it's holding one of my lights. And I want to replace it with a double DIN receiver. In this case, it's a JVC that will also double as a backup camera later on. I was quite at a loss when going through the internet trying to find a conversion table for the ESO wire harness to the Ford factory wire harness. What I came up with were these two tables that I found on the internet, the one for the ESO and the one for the Ford, but I can tell you it's quite a pain in the butt to fix those things together. So to spare you this, which wire goes on which, I'll just show you the finished product, which I did yesterday, so it's already sitting here in the dash. And for those of you who have never heard about ESO, that's a pretty simple and good plug system, slightly comparable to USB. Essentially, every head unit manufacturer worldwide uses ESO right now as an adapter standard, and it plugs into the factory harnesses of most cars. But at least for this model, I couldn't find any pre-manufactured, so I had to tap into the wires myself. So what we came up with is this, and I hope it's well enough lit so you can see it. Right here we have the two ESO plugs. This is the Ford factory plug, which I wanted to keep in case I sell the car and want to plug in the poor people's head unit, which is resting there in peace. And the ESO system works as follows. You have this black plug, which usually serves all the power to the head unit, and this brown plug is connecting the speakers. While the ESO color code is very simple, unfortunately the Ford color code is just the opposite. And I'll just run you through the easiest part of this. There's a black lead right here on the black plug here. That is ground, and that is running through a black and green lead. I'll run you through the other codes, and maybe I'll put on a translation table a bit later on, but right now you'll just have to watch the video and maybe take a few notes to spare you the pain. So I'll just go through the colors and explain the functions later on. I think that's easier. So this orange lead goes to a orange black lead. I think that's the dimmer lead. This red ESO lead goes to a blue green lead, and I think that's 12 volt to ignition, so if you turn on the power this wire goes hot. This yellow lead goes right here and goes into the purple Ford lead, and this is permanent 12 volts, so that's like for powering the internal memory of the head unit, like clock and station memory and all that. This is not connected. This is for power antenna. This car doesn't has one, so I did not bother to find the appropriate lead for it. Maybe there is one in this harness, I don't know, and I really don't care. So those are the 4 leads that have to be connected to power up the head unit. If you don't want to use the internal speakers, that is the point where you're actually done. If you want to use the internal speakers, all 4 of them, you would have to connect this brownish plug here. And the ESO system is very simple. You have actually 4 colors and one of each with a black stripe on it, and that black is the minus lead, and without the black line it's the plus lead. So, and unfortunately the Ford system is completely illogical. There's no logic to it at all. You just have to figure it out or translate that table. So I'll just start here from this side with the purple, and if I'm right, let me see. Yeah, that's that purple violet. That would be the rear right speaker, and the rear right speaker plus goes to this orange with a red stripe on it, and the purple minus goes to the brownish with a pink stripe on it. So that would be the rear right speaker. For the front right speaker, it's in the gray leads here. The plus goes right here into this white with a light blue stripe, and the minus lead for this speaker goes into the green with an orange stripe. Now we're coming to the white leads, which serve the front left speaker. The plus lead goes somewhere here. The plus lead goes into orange with a light green stripe, and the minus goes into a gray with a white stripe. And last but not least, those 2 green leads here, those serve the rear left speaker with a plus lead going into this tan with a light blue stripe, and the minus lead goes into a brown with a yellow stripe. So those are the connections. I must also say these connectors are really poor. They didn't work at the first time, so actually I had to reopen them and remove all the insulation from the cables, so the metal would splice into the cable and do the connections. So you might want to do that the first time before you actually close the clamp over the connections, so you don't waste time like me and have to re-go all the connections, open them up, untie them, remove the insulation and close them back up. That was also very painful and cost me like an hour or so. Now here's the new head unit, the JVC. It's already connected to the JVC ESO plug, which is here, and now just put this in, and if all goes right, which it did on the trial just a few minutes back, bear with me a second. This is where I need both hands, but I'm doing nothing spectacular, just connecting the plug right here. So there it goes. Head unit right here, and let's put in the key. There is a display. I'll put in the key, turn on the ignition, And let's see, hope, and there it goes. Also show you just some demo of the settings. Just give me some sound. Okay, just something, never mind what. Oh, maybe I should connect the antenna, that also helps a lot trying to receive something. Oh, just a second. So let's see if I find some music right here. So, and let me take this to the menu, settings. I'll just go into the fader balance menu. So I hope you can see that. And if I'm so there's the front right. I know you don't have stereo, so you can't hear it, but as you hear the sound playing, you know that all 4 speakers are in fact connected, except for the rear right, which is now popped off, but I'll reconnect it just after this video. So there goes the installation. I really hope this video saves you some time. And yeah, well, if you want to know something else, just leave me a comment in the section below. You know how to use that, and maybe I'll come up with one of the other details about doing here on that crown Vic in Germany. I know I have to drill out the console now to make the unit fit. That'll be the next step, but well, that should be easy compared to that other crap with the cable. So enjoy your radio, enjoy your car, have a great day, and see you sometime soon. Bye.